So I'm going to do another update for you guys on the cue sheets and the TV shows that I've had my music placed in, okay? I did a video like this about 2 years ago, and I'm going to show you here real quick what that looked like. And as you can see here, I had 268 TV shows total, so 255 that were series and 13 that were non-series. So this was October of 2017, just over a couple of years ago, and already now we're 414 plus 24, so 438 TV shows. That's 170 new TV shows showing up in my cue sheet here within ASCAP. Now, I want to make sure that you guys are clear on this. I am not a current ASCAP member, okay? I am a current BMI member. But because I originally signed up with ASCAP and then made that switch, they are still tracking my placements through the universal PRO tracking system. Okay, I want to make sure you guys are clear on that and there's no confusion. I do recommend BMI. I think BMI is the stronger player, even though they don't have this really cool feature on their website. Hopefully soon we can petition them, okay? But with ASCAP's site, even if you are a former member, you can log in and see all of your past placements and all the current ones that are happening. So this is the exponential growth that I've been telling you guys about, okay? 170 placements in just a couple of years. That is the fastest growth I think I've ever had in my entire 11 years in this industry, okay? You do the math on where I was with 9 years into this business, 268 shows, and then just with 2 years on top of that, you know, a massive growth happening right there, okay? And so this year, or at least the last couple of years, I've been going just as heavily as I ever have. This year, I might slow down just a little bit on my licensing gigs, not too much. I still love making music. I still love serving the needs of my library partners, but I have a lot more responsibilities now that I've grown into sync my music. So we'll see how much I can actually still keep up with all the workflow, but I definitely want to keep my finger on the pulse. Okay, with that out of the way, I want to just show you some of my placements so you guys can see what I've been working on. Maybe you've seen some of these TV shows and you know that, you know, this stuff really does work. So you can see that my teachings, everything that I teach you guys, everything I share with you here in my YouTube channel, my podcast, all that stuff comes from what I've actually done, and these are the kind of results that I've gotten in my career, okay? So if you like what you see, follow in my footsteps. You'll probably see the same results as long as you stick with it, put the work in. So lots of Olympics. Last time I showed you guys these old Olympics, but these are some of the new ones that were not available. So these are the ones that happened in 2018, so that's really cool. We talked about a lot of these reality TV show placements. Those were always there. And I think I already talked a lot about, you know, we had American Idol, which I know is on the next page here. And I'm sorry, this is a very slow platform here, but we'll go as fast as we possibly can. So American Idol, of course, one of the bigger ones. Ancient Top 10. Bad Girls Club, Basketball Wives, Best of NASCAR. So a lot of sports, a lot of reality TV shows. That's really what I've been doing in my career. A lot of background music. Again, one of the reasons why I probably should have started updating my IMDb page sooner, but I just was not really interested in getting a lot of public credit for it, because for me, it's like, I just want to make music and I just want to get paid for it. I don't really care about credit and all that kind of stuff, but I understand, you know, it does add credibility, and when people are looking you up, and maybe when they want to hire you directly, having a very active and populated IMDb page like this would show adds a lot of credibility to you. So I'm in the process of updating mine. So you guys, if you guys are following me there, you'll see that that'll get very, very extended in the coming days and weeks. You know, we got, let's see, Black Ink Crew, Breaking Homicide, Bridezillas, Caged, so fun stuff. Let me just kind of skip through here, see what other fun ones I can find, at least the more notable ones. I found out also even there's a lot in IMDb that doesn't even show up. There's a lot of these TV shows. They might be just local regional shows, and they're not going to show up in the Internet Movie Database, but a lot of them do, though. And obviously, if you guys weren't aware that on the ASCAP, this is showing you obviously the title of it, and this is how many episodes. So you can see a lot of them are ones, but you do get occasionally ones that, you know, 10, 24, Dual Survivor, right? 9, a lot of Survivor stuff. I remember a couple years back, I was directly pitching for that reality show, and it was just like every day, hey, we need 5 more minimal cues, 3 more rock cues, 4 more. I remember there was one that was like epic country music for some sort of like a backwoods kind of a reality show. So a lot of fun stuff there that I got to do. Hack My Life, a lot of placements there. Let's see, Hollywood Medium. I remember that one. I did a lot of like ethereal kind of spacey. I did a tutorial about that I released years ago. I don't know if that's actually still up or not, but that was kind of interesting to do. You know, I had to make it kind of sound spooky and kind of spiritual, so that was a new challenge for me. Really fun though. Let's go further on. Hack My Life, of course, there. NASCAR, as I told you guys many times, I did a lot of sports. It was one of the big things that I did, and I still now. It's funny. I just keep falling right back into the sports genres. There seems to be where a lot of my music, especially if you're doing rock, EDM, or hip hop. And there's obviously some orchestral and stuff. It's just a really popular place to go. NBA Game Time, 35 placements there. So yeah, NBA has been really nice to me. NFL, NASCAR, I think golf. I've gotten some placements. I think with some golf, but that might be one of the few sports I haven't done so much with. But see what else we got going on. Here's NFL on Fox. What other stuff? Pawn Stars, a couple on there. So that's pretty cool. So it's fun. And to be honest with you guys, though, I don't catch a lot of these placements. I don't watch a lot of TV, and I certainly don't watch a lot of reality shows. Some of them I do. My favorite reality show right now is Shark Tank. I've just got addicted to that show. But a lot of these shows I don't really see, and that's one of the things that, again, why it's not always the best industry, because you don't always get to have that thrill of hey, that's my song. It's happened to me a couple of times, and when it happens, it does make you feel like you're walking on clouds for days. It's just a really cool feeling. But of course, you don't watch, if you're like me, you probably don't watch tons and tons of TV. You're probably too busy making music. So a lot of these you don't actually get to see as they air live, but you can look most of these up. They'll have online streaming platforms where you can check them out. Or you can just go buy the individual episode, which I've done, or preview them just to kind of hear your track playing. So that's pretty cool to be able to do. Summer House, Swamp People, Snapped Killer Couples. I'll just kind of show you also what you can do once you're in here. I don't even know this TV show, so I don't know much about it. But as you see, when you click on there, you see all the different episodes that I had my music featured in. So if you just click on one of them, let's just click on this one. If you do have an ASCAP account, this is how you can find out actually where your tracks got placed. So you just click on cue sequences. It's actually going to show you where all the cues are. You do a Control F to try to find. You type in probably the last name just to make sure you find it real quick. Okay, so there you go. I have a co-write here that I did, Cratering. This one, 15 seconds, background instrumental right there. So that shows you one of those. Just one placement on that TV show. If you keep hitting enter, you'll find all the multiple placements that you got there. Most of my placements I do have as a 100% writer. I don't do a lot of co-writes, but once in a while I had some opportunities where doing a co-write actually made sense for my career. So you have to kind of weigh it out for your own career and where you want to go. But it's not a bad idea to do co-writes, but I think that you should definitely be doing a lot of your own music and essentially just keeping the 100% of that writer's share as much as you possibly can. It will absolutely serve you into the future to make sure that you're earning as much of those back-end performance royalties as you possibly can, okay? A couple more. I know this is a slow website. I think it might be because I have so many entries here, or it might be my internet today. I don't really know. I don't remember it being this slow last time I logged in, so we shall see. And now we're loading up back to the front. I'll probably cut all of this out. Again, good problems to have when you have so many placements that the website is having a hard time loading up your cue sheets. Not going to complain too much about that, okay? And as I said in the last video that I did, don't take this as intimidation that it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get to the point where I have that many placements? Again, as I said in the last time I did this, this stuff happens one placement at a time. So I remember when I first got my first couple of placements, one of them was, I think it was a Lifetime placement, and that showed up as a cue sheet, and there were a couple more, just tiny little things. And I remember I got one on a CBS late night talk show. That was a really big one. It slowly builds, right? It's just a slow building process. And that's why a lot of producers, when they get into this business, they can't deal with that. It's a really hard thing to stick with something long enough so that you actually see the fruits of your labor. So yeah, now the whole thing is completely crashed. We're going to try to go back into our cue sheets. Let's see if we can reload the whole thing. There we go. Okay, now we're back in. Sorry, guys. Let me go closer back to the end of what we got going on here. It takes a long time, though. Obviously, you guys know if you've been following me for a while, I've been doing this for 11 years. This is not something that I just picked up yesterday, okay? We got Vice here from HBO. Let's see. Today Show. Go to our last page here and see if there's anything notable. Weekend Fix. Wahlburgers. A lot of episodes there. Wow, they did a lot for me there. I know I had a couple there. I didn't know I had 19, so that's pretty cool. So sometimes you log in here and it's like getting to the point, obviously now, where I kind of lose track of all the placements and all that's happening. But it is important to log in and make sure your tracks are getting registered, because if you are missing registrations, you are not going to be seeing these show up in your cue sheet. Okay, so you need to make sure that you check to make sure that any tracks that have been accepted by a library, they are showing you as the writer, so you can start to get to this. Okay, but again, this is not meant to be a braggy or to show off or anything, but it is to let you guys know that my system works. What I've done for myself in my career does work. You have proof here. You can see this many placements did not just happen because I stumbled into the right place. It's so ridiculous when people say that. Jesse, you just got lucky. I got lucky 438 times, actually more than that, like over 3,000 times all the episodes. So I just luckily stumbled into every one. No, there's obviously something that I'm doing that's working, okay? And it's not rocket science, and it's not some crazy secret. It's just about making sure that you're creating high quality music and supplying it to the right kinds of companies that you can partner with and serve their needs directly. Rinse and repeat that process over and over again until you start to see in your cue sheets or your royalty statements TV show after TV show after TV show. And then you'll see the snowballing effect happen, where you will lose track of how many tracks you've done and how many placements you're getting. And it's a wonderful surprise when you log in month to month and realize, oh, I got 4 new TV shows now. This is really great. Beautiful problem to have when you can't keep track of it, or you crash their website because you have too many placements. So I hope each and every one of you watching this right now gets to this point and beyond this. I hope you guys blow way past me and get thousands and thousands of TV shows with multiple placements in each, okay? There's so much room to grow. There's so many opportunities out there. It is for you to take, but you got to stick with it, and you got to start small. You got to start with getting that first library contract, and then of course getting that first placement after that. So I hope that everything that I do with my YouTube channel, with my podcast, Sync Academy, Sync Edge, everything helps you, gives you those resources, gives you that insight, that motivation, that inspiration, that education, whatever you need to get you to that next level. And if there's anything that I can do to help even more than I have already, always comment below in my videos, email me, let me know what I can do to help you guys out more, because that is the best payment for me. Is I love knowing that this stuff actually gets you guys results. It actually makes your lives better. It actually gets you closer to your career goals and puts you on a more productive path. Nothing feels better than to get those kind of success stories, or to do those testimonials, or those kind of interviews that I do here on my channel from those of you that have been following me for a long time. So please keep those coming and keep the conversation coming. I hope you guys find this very inspirational.